All right, so we only have one target for this stage. It is a mini IPSC at 140 meters or yards, or they're basically the same at that distance. So for the stage, you start standing, low ready at the cone on the buzzer, go prone, hit the target once from the cone. You will then move either to the left or right VTAC barricade. We'll do this one just to show. You will shoot and hit the target once through each of the 6 upper ports. And on the left barricade, you have to use left hand and shoulder. On the right barricade, you have to use right hand and shoulder. So after you finish a barricade, you come back, go prone, hit the target, do the other barricade, and then when you're finished with that one, you come back to the cone and your last shot hits the target from the cone prone.
But you time out before that happens anyway?
Probably.
Okay.
Low.
I'm gonna try and do this 300 yards.
Can it be right hand?
No, it has to be left hand. Hit!
No, it won't matter. Okay. It won't matter. Because hands are wide as malfunction.
Leaving it.
Just enough so you can
High. Just over the head. Same. Right. Just high. You're putting pressure on the muzzle, bro. Muzzle! Shove it in the hand guard. High. High.
That's probably a good idea.
No, he still has to do the right side. When he's in.
Left. High. Just high. Just left. Same spot. Just left.
Hit!
Like I said,
Left, low.
Okay, time. Stop.
Well, that sucked.
that was hard.
That sucked a lot.
Yeah, you actually didn't get even through the strong side part. So you're saying it wasn't the optic, it was something to do with the glasses?
There was probably a little bit of sight picture, sight box going on.
Yeah.
But then I was trying to look right through the corner of my glasses and they were fogging up. So it was blurry, especially at the end there. I was having a hard time finding the target because I was in a weird position and then trying to push it to like point the gun at the target because I had trouble finding it.
I think at the first position, I don't know if you realized that you were putting pressure on the barrel.
I did realize that after doing it a couple times.
There was a lot of high shots.
Yeah, and you saw after I realized that, I started jamming it all the way into the bipod stop. But it was a while before I did that.
Does it take a lot of pressure on the barrel to make a lot of deflection at 140 yards on a small mini IPSC?
Yeah, and then if you're not practiced at them, which I'm not,
Yeah.
shots at 90 degrees and 45 degrees are weird. Yeah.
That's part of the issue. You know, Vtac barricade drills are normally around 50 or maybe 100 yards. This is 140 yards at a very steep angle,
I don't know if it's all that steep.
steep enough that it makes a difference.
Yeah.
It makes the firing. Technically, when you shoot at angles, the distance to the target actually mathematically gets closer.
Right. The drop is less.
But that said, it still makes an unorthodox position. So if you're familiar with a standard Vtac barricade drill, when I got in there to get behind the weird ones where you camp the gun, it was not just camp gun, it was camp gun and then down.
Yeah.
Which was weird.
Stacked optic really did not do you any favors on that one.
On the strong side, I was okay. I could.
Yeah.
When I got to the support side, I've never fired this gun support side on a VTAC barricade drill. I got my hand in front of the bolt carrier a number of times, and I had to clear malfunctions. In fact, one time I had to mortar it.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I was when I was left hand, left shoulder, trying to get. I actually never used the stacked optic. I don't think that was a problem. I was using the ACOG this time for all of it.
Okay.
The problem was that I couldn't get behind the gun. I wasn't so familiar with this gun in that support side position that it was very, very hard for me to find the eye box in the ACOG. And then on the last position you saw there, I finally gave up on it and said I'll move on to the prone. Because I flat out was like trying to shoot partially through the barricade. Like here's the target, sorta, I guess that'll be good enough.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Was not. So I landed up leaving 2 behind. I thought the strong side, the support side, I was like, boop, 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 boop,
That's not
boop,
bad.
boop.
I left 10, I think.
Just 10, yeah.
Yeah, that's
so,
all.
well, only 8 difference.
So I almost got half the targets.
Almost half the target. So, interesting. I mean, it's weird how you can take. Again, I'm going to say the creativity here is actually pretty decent. I think that the support side thing maybe was a bridge too far.
Yeah, we've had one person on our stage actually finish this under the time penalty, under the time limit, which I think if the entire squad pars out, to me that means the stage is too hard or too short.
Well,
I think this would have been a fine stage without forcing the alternate shoulder.
Yeah.
Obviously, it still would have been too hard for me.
Oh, you wouldn't have made it anyway.
No, I wouldn't have made it any further, but it would have helped a lot of other people.
It would have got me through it.
To me, this is the least interesting stage we've done so far.
Okay.
Because we've shot a lot of VTACs. This was basically nothing except a VTAC, and then shoot a VTAC weak shouldered.
True.
The cone in the middle is just...
The difference there being that it's at an angle and it's at 140 yards.
Oh, okay. So it's a VTAC, but it's harder than a VTAC.
Right, yeah.
And you have to then also shoot it weak shouldered.
VTAC plus P weirdo.
Yeah,
Essentially.
exactly.
Yeah, it is what it is. Not as creative as the other ones. The other 2 have been more, so we got 2 more to go.
Yep. Yay!
Yeah, but
Oh,
I mean,
boy.
did you learn anything? I mean, or not?
I learned that I need to not use this in a situation that calls for off shots, and here's my what would Stoner do carbine, with which I believe I could have cleared this entire stage without any trouble.
I completely agree with that. I think in stage 1 with the kayak, I think I would have cleared that with the Woven Standard gun.
I wouldn't have.
I
But,
think I would have.
2 would have been better for both of us. 3 would have been far better for both.
Oh,
Well,
3
far
would-
better for me, better for you.
I would have got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there are
Interesting.
downsides to having guns with subpar optics and that are heavy and big.
That said, before going to the support side on this gun's doing pretty well. I mean, for being a weird config, it's not terrible.
I maintain that it is your shooting skill that is making that gun actually function.
All right.
And if you gave it to most people, it would be a disaster.
We'll have to try sometime.
Yeah, you could give it to me.
Everyone's going to say, switcheroo!
Well, maybe we should.
Maybe we will.
I don't want that gun.
All right, guys, stay tuned. We got 2 more stages left of iDARM 2018 coming up.